So, what are the greatest risks to security for folks who are working up at the Capitol or at a coffee shop?
Let's talk about one of our largest current security risks, and that is things that are broadcast over the air. They're in the air. So what am I specifically talking about? Let's start with Bluetooth. You know, that thing that's on your phone, it's on your laptop, it's in your car. Bluetooth is now starting to be everywhere. Bluetooth has no security built into it. When it was developed, there never was security in it. So if your Bluetooth is on, other people can use software and come into your computer, pull off your phone book, make calls out of your computer into other people or out of your cell phone. Bluetooth. How do we fix Bluetooth? Don't use it. It doesn't have security built into it. So answer your phone. And it's the Bluetooth headsets. If you're not using it, turn it off. If you have to have it, turn it on, use it, turn it back off.
Why should people at the Capitol worry about this or be careful about this? Where are the risks?
Yes, very good. There's threats, and then from the threat, how big a threat do you have? What is your risk for it? If you want to break into my phone, cool. I don't pay bills with it. I got about 20 phone numbers on it, maybe. That's nice. You're not going to get anything. You break into lobbyists' phones. You break into politicians' phones. You have all their private phone numbers. How much is it worth to, say, get the governor's private phone number? How much is it worth to start making calls through his phone? Sending messages through his phone, his cell phone. And it's just not Bluetooth. Anything that's broadcast over the air, let's talk about Wi-Fi. Google the word Wi-Fi Zoo, all one word, W-I-F-Y-Z-O-O, Wi-Fi Zoo. Wi-Fi Zoo is designed to pull cookies out of the air when you log into a site, register for a site, Gmail, send a mail, visit a site. Your cookies are all then exposed in the air, they're broadcast out. Wi-Fi Zoo picks them up and lets you then replay them and go out to that other medium. So let's say you make, you send an email out. You're from john@gmail.com. While you're in there, that cookie is in the air. I can grab that cookie. And then one of the tricks is to de-authenticate you. So some people are smart. They have it set to automatically log them out, or they hit the log out button. We have a smart person in attendance. That's the way they do it. But if I then de-authenticate you before you've logged out, which in essence means I've overpowered the wireless signal and everybody in the whole wireless thing is cut off. So you have been de-authenticated. Now we all have to re-authenticate with the wireless access point. And I'm now using your cookie and re-authenticating as you, because I'm jumping in there quicker. It's called a race condition. I'm jumping in there quicker than you can. So
Which basically gives you full access to my email and anything I'm doing on email.
Not just email. Oh, everything. Anything. Anything that just uses a username and password.
What would your advice be for people who are working up at the Capitol for the next 3.5 months and are going to be doing business with laptops and smartphones and Bluetooth headsets? What
anything broadcast. Okay, for Bluetooth, make sure you turn your Bluetooth off if you're not using it. You don't have one in this box. Make sure it is turned off. Some phones come with it on. You never turned it on. They did at the shop. The manufacturers turned it on. Put in a real password. 00001231234. I'm sure I just said one of your Bluetooth passwords. Those are the standard ones. Put in a real password, something, not 9999 or anything stupid like that.
What about with Wi-Fi and email?
Wi-Fi. Always get what I call an internet suite. Not just antivirus, but you need an internet suite that will give you intrusion protection. If you're sitting in, let's say you're in the Capitol, someone then wants to break into your computer, and they basically scan it, see what doors or ports, we call them, are open, and then you find what program and you break in through that program. It's not very difficult. You need to log in securely. Now this is going to be a couple extra steps, and it's going to take somebody with some technology to help you. Remember, we have safe, where you're not going to get in trouble for people stealing all your stuff, and we have easy. which people can get in and steal your stuff. Now, do you want to be easy or do you want to be safe? It's not my stuff, it's your stuff. So you have to decide. Why are they a threat? Because they've got more important things at the Capitol. Get a real email account. Something with HTTPS, something that uses a VPN, not a free one. You get what you pay for. If you're a lobbyist or a politician, your party should be providing that for you. And as anyone knows who works in a large company, you usually have to create a VPN and you log in through that. That is the first step of being safe, creating that VPN. I can't read through the VPN tunnel wirelessly. You can, but it's so much more difficult that you have to be selected as a target to get that much attention.
And what is the actual risk here in Montana, here at the Capitol? How many people are capable of doing this level of hacking, and is there enough incentive here in Montana at the Montana Capitol for someone to actually take the steps necessary and the technology and know-how to come here and do it? I mean, are we really at high risk for these kinds of attacks in Montana?
I'd say in Montana there's probably less than 100 people that can do these types of attacks. And we have the top forensic team in the entire world here. Civilian team. We have some pretty smart people here. It is a threat, but is it really that big a threat here? The bigger threat to me is using public email, because I know they're pushing all sorts of political information out through those public accounts.
What do you mean public accounts?
Like Gmail, Hotmail. Those are public accounts to me.
So using those accounts rather than secured accounts.
Email accounts.
So even though people shouldn't be doing personal or professional business that's important on these accounts, people often are.
Yeah. We see it in hospitals. Park near hospitals. And you'll see them shooting all sorts of pages of information out Gmail, things like that.
And how many people up at the Capitol do you think are aware of the fact that they're carrying around devices that are basically wide open for people who know how to take the information?
Most, almost all. When I teach internationally, I ask the same question. How many people have Bluetooth? How many people have more than 2 Bluetooth devices? Most people have more than 2. Your car, your laptop, your 2 cell phones, 3 cell phones, your headset, your everything. It's becoming everywhere. That's why we need to be aware of the threat of it. Antivirus, you need it, but that's that internet suite. If you've got a smartphone and you don't have a firewall or antivirus on it, you wouldn't take your computer on there. There's over 20 hacks for Macs right now. Why do they not think they need antivirus? Trying to think. Oh, my last answer is, to do this, you need a $1.99 part. You can order it from China for free, a Bluetooth adapter, and free software called Backtrack. It's free. 300 hacker programs. 32 programs just for hacking Bluetooth. 32 of them. You don't have your Discover on? That's okay, we'll find it. I've got programs built just for that. So if you're not using it, turn it off. Answer your phone, please.